Hello, and welcome to the next edition of Ask Dr. Shane. I thank you for joining me. A lot of women have been coming to me on and offline and saying, how do I choose my Mr. Right? How do I know who's Mr. Right for me? And they whip out these lists of these traits and very well thought out, very good lists, and they proceed to describe how these men miss or hit with respect to their list. So to help them, I've even written about in my book, The Black Manual, the importance of having a very clear list, but a shorter list, which may surprise you. According to The Science of Living Happily Ever After, which is written by Dr. Tashiro, he says that when it comes down to it, you really get three things that you want. And don't get me wrong, some other things you also get because they're incidental or they come along with those three things. But if you could narrow your list of priorities down to three, you'll be much more successful. So let me give you an example. Imagine we take an auditorium of 100 men. We randomly pick them out of society and we put these 100 men into an auditorium. And we say, here are your three wishes, let's have at it. So your first wish is that he be 6 feet or taller. 6 feet or taller. So I say all the men that are 6 feet or taller, you can stay. The rest of you get up and leave. Well, the average height is 5'8". So when we get to 6 feet, about 80% of the men now left. So now you have 20 prospective men to choose from. So let's say you want him to make 6 figures. Well, 6 figures is really a high level of income. So now another 70% of the men leave. So you had 20 men left, and now you are left with 4 men. So of these 4 men, you decide on another trait that's important to you. You can kind of see where the math gets very, 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 very small. I know if you say I want someone with great personality and exciting, well, average man is boring. An average person is. And when you start saying I want someone with a real extravagant personality, I know I'm not saying to be with someone bored, but I'm just saying statistically you're looking at now another 7% leaving. So you're left with maybe 1 man or maybe not a man at all. The important thing is to say, hey, here's my list. I really do only get 3 things that I choose from. So to help you balance this list of all your of all the traits that you want in prioritizing, you also have to have a competing list to say, hey, what are my deal breakers? What are my top 3 deal breakers? And as you get your top 3 deal breakers, for some of you it could be fitness. I know for me, like, I cannot be with a person that isn't healthy because I really struggle watching my mom and her struggle with her health, and how it didn't cost her years of her life, because I don't think health does. I think it costs you years of having a quality life. So that's a stickler for me. So figure out what your breaking point is, balance it with those 3 things that you have to have, and trust. Just trust that based on this list of 3 things, I'll be able to find what I want. I thank you for listening. I thank you for always tuning in to Ask Dr. Shane. If you want to learn more about this, we're having an upcoming event, and it's going to be in Washington, D.C., or you could have it live streamed to your computer. And the event is Becoming Irresistible: Secrets a Sister Should Know to Make Every Man Want Her. And you could pick up a ticket at Eventbrite. All you have to do is go to World Wide Web, becoming-irresistible.eventbrite.com. I'm sorry, .eventbrite.com. That's becoming-irresistible.eventbrite.com. And we definitely look forward to seeing you there. Make it a great day.